Chasing My Peace, Part 2. It's the steady suture of the needle and the thread as we bind that which was broken. It's the slow hum of the machines as they breathe life back into my soul, searching for something I thought didn't exist. Chasing the milk and honey in Neverland and the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, only to be disappointed yet again. Stop. Smell the roses and you may just find what you're looking for. Stop running and maybe what you're looking for will stop slipping through your fingers. Listen to the streams and maybe you'll find that water sounds better than honey. Peace isn't what you find, it's what you make it. It's not a magic potion to my Cruella, it's not a quick fix to my dilemmas. Instead, it's that moment to exhale in the midst of all your chaos. The voice you hear constantly ignoring, telling you that even though you cannot fix it, it's okay. It's the stretch of time between realizing and understanding, between seeing and processing. It doesn't make what happened go away, but somehow it makes it better. It's not a pull to resurrection or a fast forward button to what you're feeling. It's a box of roses you have to tiptoe around glass to get to the front door to receive. See, it doesn't fix everything, but it makes it all okay. So I'm running this race hoping I make it before cutoff time. Chasing My Peace, Part 2. So, this is Chasing My Peace, Part 2, written by myself, the LOS Lesro, OS Mobani. I wrote this poem quite a while ago, and I just wanted to be known and to be out there that it's not a new poem, it's an old poem that I've written, and I will write new poems. I do have new poems, and I'll probably just hint a little nudge, wink, wink that this material is some new material. Secondly, I'd like to apologize. I sound incredibly nasal. My sinuses are having the greatest of time with change of season, and so yeah. Into why I decided to start with that poem is the first one is a little bit doom and gloom, as it should be, because it's the realization of the fact that I'm not at peace and I don't have peace around me, within me. Whereas part 2 is a progression in thought, a progression in behavior, a progression in pattern, that you don't have to look for your peace to look like the next person's peace. Your peace is sacred to you, and it is something that you create. It's something that you find. It's not something that once you have in your possession can be taken away from you. It is just temporarily not in your life at that moment. But even in chaos, like it says, even in chaos, you can find peace. Even when things are falling apart and you don't know where you're going, you don't know if you're coming or you're going, you don't know if you're going left or you're right. But you know that at the end of the day, when I go to sleep, I can sleep. There are people that toss and turn at night, and ghetto. As a insomniac, I will tell you that it is the ghetto, right? So anyway, welcome to Misunderstood. Welcome to my channel, podcast, and everyone else on every other platform that is listening. Thank you for taking the time to listen to somebody that you don't know, that you've probably never heard of, and just be like, what she gotta say? Well, the first thing she gotta say is what's good. That is a greeting, a check-in, a mantra, I suppose, between me and my brother. My brother is one of my best friends, and so before we enter any kind of chat, or if I see him first thing in the morning or I haven't seen him in a couple of hours, the question is what's good. It's never really hi, how are you, or good morning. And that stems from us constantly trying to think of the positive in things, in places, and in people before we consider the negative, because the negative just makes everything seem so exaggerated. And as an overthinker, as a perfectionist, and someone who suffers from anxiety, it's a terrible combo. So, yeah, I want everything to be perfect and precise. But if I just take the time to mold my piece and to look at what's good in my life, what's good to come, what's good. It doesn't have to be monumental, it doesn't have to be anything, but to you, it's like, yeah, that's good. Okay, now let's tackle the day. Kind regards, or whatever it is that is eating you up. But Misunderstood is a very personal project that I'm working on. It is the first time I can call myself a content creator, I think. Um, it's still wild to me that I can actually add that to my resume, like, amongst other things, content creator. But Misunderstood is a place where anyone and everyone is accepted, is seen, and is heard. We all go through different walks, we are all different, and sometimes it's good to be different, but other times you need unity in your differences. I have been suffering from chronic illnesses for a very long time, and I longed for a place where I could speak to people who may not be going through exactly the same thing that I'm going through, but have a very good idea instead of a tip of the iceberg from what Google tells them and what some story, who's that story, that's not my story, is doing. And to understand that, you know what, you're not crazy. You're not crazy. We don't experience things the same way. So here on Misunderstood, the platform is really to speak about the lived experience of things. So there is going to be a medical side to it, and that will go on an array of different things. It won't just sit on the cusp of things that are personal and private only to me, but we can be suffering the same thing. And my dear, you are taking more than me, or I'm taking more than you. A lived experience is not something that can be given in a definition. And that's really what I want this platform to be about. When it comes to that, when it comes to self doubting yourself, second guessing yourself, um, damn near gaslighting yourself. If you're in pain, baby, it's okay. You are in pain. If you are sad, baby, you don't have to, the minute that you feel sadness, you go on this treasure hunt as to why do you feel that way. Sometimes it's okay to just sit, be in the moment, experience the moment, and you'll realize most of the time that the lesson comes back to you. And you don't have to do much. You just had to listen and be present. So, with that said, it's a very inclusive platform, not just health wise. Everyone is welcome. Sexuality, race, nationality, all of the things that make us a people, all the things that require human to human respect, all of that is accepted as long as there's human to human respect. Okay, I draw the line at human to human respect for those that may come forward and share in dialogue and conversation on things that people always have, 2 cent, 5 cent, 5 up, and they actually don't know a damn thing about what's going on. So here is your platform, here is your community that can back you up. Now, with all of that profound stuff being said, I am near 25, like literally a month and a couple of days from 25, and my behind is living at home. My behind just decided that she is not going to finish the degree that she's been doing for years. I will not disclose how many years because wow, intloni, but also istimasam at that, and choose something else. Choose to focus on something else, and that requires not just starting over with myself, that I found in the creating of this podcast is, yay guys, you guys don't sleep and wake up and you're a content creator. Hey, wow, hats off to all of the content creators, by the way. Agulalwa, like agulalwa lana, and you need to be in the moment, enjoy the moment, capture the moment. You need, go busy, agna off, there's no day off, sick leave, rest days you feel guilty about, off days, health days you feel guilty about. And that's just what I've been going through, because this is like a year in the making. A year in the making. And when I received the instruction of go to do a podcast, I genuinely thought, yeah, I'm gonna get on the mic and we're gonna rock this thing. No. No. God decided he was gonna whip me into shape. And just when I thought I was done with my beatings, my learnings, and my whippings, and he was like, no, 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 no. We gotta give you just one more before you go up. So, in other words, yo, we're growing. Siyakowisha, all of us, but find the good, you know, and don't be afraid to talk about it. I think I want to stress that is that I don't want to be afraid to talk about things unless it puts people in a bad light. I'm the one who chose to do a podcast. Nobody else in my life chose to do it. They hop on as the crew, as the members, as the cast because they want to, and because they see that I'm passionate about something. And I am damn near passionate about telling you guys how ghetto adulthood is. I'm ready to write a book about that. But yeah, it's all encompassing. This platform is not just medical. It is not just to talk about the woes. It is to talk about the ups. It's to talk about the downs, talk about the intermittals. And sometimes it's really cool just in the middle, you know? It might not be great, it might not be bad, but it's in the middle. Come, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. You know, I'm listening. Are you? And more than anything, I just want people to be welcomed, to feel welcome, to feel seen, to feel recognized. The podcast, I do not identify by the conditions and everything that my body is going through. I identify as a person first. I identify as Lesotho first. I don't identify as a poet first, but it is, you know, kind of pretty close. In terms of identification catalog, you know, we put in the poet. But I'm coming to you with my 25 years of experience or inexperience in most cases. And we joke, we laugh, and we have a good time about it. It's about being able to move between light and dark, heavy and necessary, but in no way be unnecessary. I am a very creative mind, so some topics are just gonna be very odd. Me thinking out loud, and those are gonna be called penny for my thoughts. So yes, it's a play on penny for your thoughts, except it's my thoughts that you are so graciously, hopefully, going to listen to as we progress in this story. So, penny for my thoughts, there's going to be cast members. Those are the people in my lives, the people that have direct access to me. They will be called the cast. And you guys listening, I'm in your speaker right now. That's me. And the voice that you hear in your ears, it's me. Okay. Anyway, I think I mashed two songs into one thing right there. I just realized. Anyway, for you guys who come back, join the crew. Like, I'm not going anywhere. This podcast is not gonna move without you guys. Everything is done by a crew. The people that stand in front really don't do much. So like, subscribe, join, follow me on Instagram, follow us on Instagram, follow us on YouTube. If you're actually listening to this audio on YouTube, like, subscribe, comment, tell me what you want to hear about, tell me what you want to know about, tell me who you think I is. Those always I find hilarious. But not only is this a place of inclusivity, it's a place of art. It really is art in every form. If it is visual, it will be up on our social medias, and I'll speak a little bit about the rationale. So if you have art and you want to put it out there, put it on, then do that. Do that with us. Do that with me. I'd be so excited. Engage. And come back. Come back and listen to what this girl LOS is talking about. And for those that really don't know me, my name is Lesotho Mabane. The LOS are my initials, and I'm your favorite blast from the past, from last night. That's what some people know me as. It's my Instagram tag. Other people say I'm the world's greatest little sister, older sister to some. And overall, ngisteering sale movie. And this particular movie is my life, because I've been told once or twice that my life sounds like it should be scripted and in a movie. So there we go. I'm putting it on, taking it. Isteering Sale movie. And without a cast, without a crew, the movie doesn't go on. So I hope that this gives you a better understanding and a better view of this mysterious, misunderstood that you clicked on. And come back, come doozy. Come back for the next episode. For the first episode, I'll be talking. We're gonna get into, a few things about me. Because like I said, I don't identify with my illnesses, and so I'm not going to start with that first. I'm gonna start with me as a person, and then we're gonna go and dive into that rabbit hole and have, the medical professionals explain some stuff. Because yeah, man, some things you gotta allegedly. So rather have a medical professional there. But yeah, that's all it is. That's misunderstood _ZA. That is misunderstood with LOS. That is who we are. Misunderstood is part of under a parent company called Emerald Revolution, and you will see that most of misunderstood content is going to be available on Emerald Revolution's social media and my own personal social media as well. So hit me up there, hit us up there. If you have a topic that you think, everybody's little sister can talk about and share her 2 cents, then do so, please. But as my producer said in the intro and is about to say just now in the outro, ingoma imnandi yaphindwa check. So see you guys on the first episode, where we can actually dive in to this mysterious world. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your clicks. Click again. I appreciate you, all of you. Working and sitting on something very big that I'm excited about, and I can't wait to share with you guys. So thank you so much. And so bonana ngobingoma imnandi yaphindwa check. Peace.
Ingoma emnandi yaphindwa Jack.